I think there will be theaters that will probably pull the print and go, how can we show this? The people that were appalled by the first one, stay far away for the second one.
The writer-director who made moviegoers open wide and say, is back at it again. Eli Roth lives to tell the tale of Hostel Part II.
Yes, everyone, all fingers and toes, everyone's intact. Few nicks and cuts and bruises and some psychological damage, but everyone's fine.
Which can't be said for most of the people who enter this hostel. Were there really any unanswered questions or people alive at the end of one?
Well, there were many unanswered questions. Obviously, what happened to Jay Hernandez? What goes on at this organization? How do they work? And my big question was, what happens? How do they lure girls there?
Hands on your pencils, boys. Via.
Eli actually says this one's for the girls.
One of the main reasons that people love the girls that are in it. I made a movie for girls with a female audience, and girls are going crazy for it.
So where are you going? On a little spa vacation. Where? Slovakia.
The girls in Hostel Part II are much smarter than the guys in Part I, and they make decisions that the audience would make, and you watch them. Now that we know where they're headed, let's use that to the movie's advantage.
What are you doing?
I make you pretty.
Pretty for what?
For the client.
The leading lady is Bijou Phillips.
You know, it's like the chocolate cake for an actor. You get to go in such a wide range. It's a comedy 1 minute. When we get into the torture stuff, you go into such a dark place, and you really get a full range, and that's what you live for. Those are the parts you live for as an actor.
And they are the parts you also die for. Every scene here could be your last.
While you're in it, it's intense and it's a lot. It's a lot of work, physically, emotionally, psychologically. It really takes its toll. In between takes, you're laughing and cracking up, and these are all your friends and buddies, and it's great. But it's definitely definitely experience.
I think you've been screaming for like 2 hours. You don't have to thrash your head. Just like,
it's fun for me. I love it. I mean, whenever we're filming that stuff, we're like, yeah, this feels like Hostel, and everyone says I'm always in a better mood whenever we're shooting like a kill scene. And the great thing.
good. And looking towards her and nervous. Shaking, kind of nervous. Drill!
I want people to know I was very, very careful in how I shot the scenes with the girls. I know it is more difficult to watch girls go through this than guys, and I was really careful in how I approached it, and the goal was to create a scarier story and to keep people engaged. So we shot it in a way that you keep watching and wanting more.
2 things. Her hands should be much bloodier.
Now, before you think Eli Roth has actually grown a conscience, well, we'll let him tell you.
But when you do a great kill, like this ending that we have, we just play it over and over, and the whole crew goes, ah! And people are screaming. And when people are screaming like that on set, you know you've got gold. And that's what audiences live for. Those huge moments where everyone erupts. And that's what we have at the end of this movie. And I'm telling you, the ending of this movie, I don't care what other movies are in the theater, how much money they spend on special effects, what movie stars they have, nothing is going to compete with the ending of Hostel Part II. Fans are going to go crazy for it. Well, look, I mean, the movie's not for everybody. We're making Hostel Part II, not Happy Feet 2. And we're warning everybody about what it is. And I like my horror movies to be scary. I'm building the scariest roller coaster in the park. And there's some people that like to go on nicer, safer ride, like It's a Small World, and there are other people like me that want to go find the scariest roller coaster and scream. Look, if you have a teenage daughter, take your daughter to go see Hostel Part II. Because then they'll never leave the house. They'll stay within like a 20-foot radius of you at all times. You'll have to homeschool
You'll
them.
never be able to marry them, though. That's the problem.
That is a problem.
Yeah.
Still ahead on Hollywood One-on-One.
Sometimes I would take pictures, visual aids for later. It was fun, I thought, till I saw you kill them.